How can we improve student learning in the classroom? By Tamayra Watson. There are many federal and state performance measures for schools to meet. Our educational system are failing on many levels when it comes to educating students in the nation. The Georgia's Governor's Office of Student Achievement conducted a report which stated that schools have failed to provide students with basic education for years. Turnaround is the strategy used to fix failing schools. When a flower doesn't bloom, you fix the environment in which it grows, not the flower. And this was a quote by Alexander Heiger. Hypothesis: improving classroom learning will turn around failing schools. In Georgia, there are currently 127 failing schools. There are 60 failing schools in Atlanta Public Schools, 3 in Cobb County, 18 in DeKalb County, 12 in Fulton County, and 1 in Gwinnett County. Improving classroom learning will turn around schools. Bethune Elementary School received a CCRPI score of 44.7. That's the College and Career Ready Performance Index. The turnaround measure model is where a new principal comes in and 50% of the staff is new. A shutdown model is where the entire school is shut down and closed. The restart model is where the school has a takeover by a charter system. And then the transformation model is where the school is actually transformed and it has new leadership, but the building and the school still exists. These are all school improvement models that are taking place. Why is student learning important? A teacher's mission. Teachers' objective should be to provide an ideal learning environment that gives all students a chance to achieve academic success. Teachers want their students to love to learn, and it is their goal to provide students with the education that will lead to students thinking critically and being able to compete in a global society. Definition of some terms. CCRPI is College Career Ready Performance Index. Achievement points is a component in the CCRPI. Progress points are the points that the school earns and is a component of the CCRPI score. Achievement gap are points that the school also gets under the CCRPI. Challenge points is another component. ED, EL, and SWD. SWD stands for Students with Disability. EL is English learners, and ED is emotional. Exceeding the bar is another component, and school climate rating is a component. House Bill 91 was a bill that was signed on March 2015 by Governor Deal, which stated that all students who had not passed the Georgia high school graduation test will not be penalized and will be able to walk across the stage for graduation. Restart is a school improvement model. Shut down is a school improvement model. Turnaround and transformation are both school improvement models. The research questions. What are the benefits of student engagement in modern classrooms? What is the role of technology in improving student engagement? And what is the role motivation plays in improving student learning? Methodology. The study would adapt a qualitative approach to answer the three questions on the previous slide. One of the advantages of qualitative research method is that it gives an in-depth understanding of societal problems that involve unquantifiable variables. Even though it would be possible to consider quantifiable variables such as grades, assessments, and school report cards, that approach would not answer the study questions exhaustively. This is why a qualitative approach is suitable for the study. The sampling. The sample of the survey would be teachers and students from public schools in the Atlanta Public School District. The sample size would be 236 students. There are 66 fifth grade students, 80 fourth grade students, and 90 third grade students. The sample size of teachers would be 11. Only the third through fifth grade teachers and students would be used in the sample because they take the assessment and earn grades for achievement. The study design will consist of face-to-face interviews and questionnaires and will be used to gather primary information from the interviewees. Interviews are vital in the study because they allow researchers to have an in-depth understanding of a problem. They also reduce the likelihood of respondents telling lies because of the notices of nonverbal cues from the respondent. The interview process is long and expensive because the researcher has to make physical visits. Online questionnaires are cost-effective, which allows access to broad cross-sections, which enhances the credibility of the gathered data. On this note, the research will conduct 11 face-to-face meetings with teachers and at least 30 interviews with students. The face-to-face meetings will be structured to ensure the respondents do not deviate from the topic of discussion, adding their own opinions or things that's not wanted, so you won't have to throw out their questionnaires. And during this time, you will allow the respondent to actually explain any information that they would like to provide. The primary variables in the study would be the benefit of student-centered instructions, motivation, student engagement, and technology, and how that affects learning. One final thought. In education, as educators, we assess students one way. However, students are different and they have their own output and own input, but we want them to have the same results. And also, we also educate our students for the future that we prepared ourselves for. And their future is very different from the future that we had for ourselves. I would like to thank you for viewing my research presentation, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanking you in advance.